What calls on my fellow knights? I am back for the final Captain's Challenge 2. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody else knows this, but ORAS is dead. It is extremely difficult to find anybody else who will Wi-Fi battle. However, I did save this one battle for a special occasion. I'm going to show how to edit the Captain's Challenge 2, but that video already went up. So this is the, how do I say it? It is the products of that video into this one. Yes. So, I made a new team a long time ago. I think it was before June. And I just finally was able to get around to making the video. And here's my new team. This is kind of where Wi-Fi battling for me kind of died for a little, but I think Sun and Moon will probably bring it back. And it's against my good buddy Jeff. He's got his all-perfect IVDV trained team. I got mine, so I guess I can stop stalling. Let's just start the battle. It's going to be a great one, even though I don't remember it. Alright, so I'm going to lead off with Manetric, because I want to immediately see what he's going for and then Volt Switch out. So he starts off with Darmanitan, however I know this thing is Scarfed, because usually Darmanitans are Scarfed, so I immediately go out into Gyarados. And Gyarados has Intimidate to drop its attack, and plus Bulky, Water type. And he just ends up going for Earthquake anyway. Thank God that Gyarados is part flying. Wouldn't have done much anyway. So he goes out into Jellicent. And my move pool consists of Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Ice Fang, and Taunt. So I'm gonna stop that thing from Will-O-Wisping me, or doing any recovery at all. Now the problem is that neither of us can touch each other. Even I can get up as many Dragon Dances up as I want, it's just not gonna happen. Because we're both physically defensive and we resist each other's typing. I don't think he kept trying to burn me to Hex, but I was lucky enough not to get burned for the longest time. And then the beautiful leftovers recovery. Double leftovers. Oh, I miss the Chinese food. Really do. So I see this isn't gonna work, and predicting he'll go for another Scald, I go into Mom of War. I have Aromatherapy on Flaugus now, so Flaugus is about to do some not caring up in here. Because she don't get burned. She just recover back up with them leftovers. She has the Chinese food. I don't. I need some. So, more leftover recovery, you know, that's fun. Taunt finally wore off for him. He withdrew. And he goes straight out into Torterra. Well, this could have been better. However, I did get a Toxic off on him, which can help, but I think his Torterra is a Rock Polisher, so it's not bulky. So, more leftovers. We all love that, and then the Toxic Poison's gonna do its thing. Now, I don't want to take an Earthquake, and I also know he's going for Rock Polish, because it's a predictable move. And plus, Gyarados walls him completely. And I can drop his attack in the process. So there's the Rock Polish. Now I have Ice Fang, so that thing is good as dead if he stays in. And I can pretty much take any hit from him. And basically I'm getting free leftovers right now. And that Toxic Poison is pretty much worthless. So he's gonna go for Crunch. Honestly, I would have went for the Stab Grass move. But maybe he tried to flinch me. Crunch flinches, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. It's either flinch or defense drop. I can't remember. So Ice Fang is going to knock Torterra out. There goes one of his swap-ins. So that'll help me down the line. And more leftovers, you know. Very nice. So, it's time for Muck. Just flicking off the world. Now, I made this team for Jeff. And I gave it to him. So I knew pretty much his entire movesets. However, he didn't know mine. It's kind of a dick move, but I don't care. So now he can't stockpile, and now I'm just gonna start setting up dragon dances. And he's gonna try and poison me. Poison jab has 30% poison chance, and then he's got poison touch to make it another 60. Or another 30 to add up to 60. But Gyarados is pulling his weight, which is fantastic. And I don't think a lot of you guys remember, but I was constantly stopped when I entered the tournaments by a Dragon Dance bulky Gyarados, so I finally decided to make one for my own. And man, is he a threat. I swept the guy's team once. Well, 5 of the Pokemon. So, I'm just gonna try and hit this thing really, really hard before Gyarados dies. The taunt wore off, and he swapped out. And it's back out into Jellicent. So, I'm gonna go for Waterfall. Look at this thing just... Oh, it ate it up so hard. That means he doesn't have Water Absorb. He has probably Curse Body. I think I bred it with Curse Body. Because Curse Body just comes in at the greatest times. And this poison is really taking its toll on me. And I'm kind of getting sick of it. So I still need Gyarados because I need to wall that thing just in case. So Mama War is going to help me out here. And he's going to go for the Skull. Now, I don't understand why he just didn't go for Hex, because that would have made perfect sense. I was already poisoned. But I swapped out anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, just the leftovers everywhere, man. Everybody loves them leftovers. So, he's going to withdraw Jellicent. And he's going to go out into Grinder, which is his Muck. Which is probably a good switch in, but, like I said, I carry the Aromatherapy. Now, I also carry Wish, so the goal is to Wish to Gyarados to get his recovery back up. So, I have to switch out because I don't want to take a Poison Jab. And I have plenty of things to take Poison Jabs, like my good pal Fortress here, but he went for Stockpile instead. Free switching I really didn't need. However, Fortress is here for a different purpose. Except he has Fire Punch, and that's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah. I'm surprised that didn't do over. But I am Rocky Helmet, and I'm a Spike setter. I think I have Spikes and Stealth Rocks, actually. Rapid Spin, and then, what's it called? Gyro Ball. So I'm gonna take another Fire Punch. Luckily, I'm able to live 2 of them. The Rocky Helmet's doing pretty good, and I'm going to get to set up another layer of spikes. Now, Fortress, I haven't used one before, so he's a bit difficult to use. However, I really think I should have got rid of Stealth Rocks for Volt Switch, but I could learn from my mistakes. So Fortress is done. Well, I don't have anything to switch on to Muck anymore, but I still have Slacking. Now, I got rid of him later because I found a large flaw with Slacking, and that's Protect. However, the purpose of him is to be Choice Scarfed and to come in and deal a massive amount of damage and then swap out. That was the goal, and I've always wanted to try it, except it's extremely flawed, and it's pretty impossible. So since Truant is going to activate, I'm just going to swap back out into Gyarados to drop Muck's attack even more. And he's going to go for Pain Split. Now, I assumed he was going to do something like that, so I swapped out into Gyarados. My leftovers is going to give me a little more health, so Gyarados can live ever so longer. Praise the Blue Dragon. Oh, if he got in a Alola form that's Dragon type, oh, that'd be beautiful. Sorry, my screen just went black for a second. So I'm going to go for Waterfall. I flinched him, but he's still alive. But that's just more leftovers. And he's just going to keep hanging on with that Black Sludge. Now, I'm just going to keep hoping that... I'm going to hope this Waterfall kills. Luckily, it does. probably got max damage on that. So Muck is out of here, which is great. Like, I've taken out... That was his special wall, so now I can swap in Manectric easy. And especially against his Jellicent. And the spikes are helping. So I'm going to swap Gyarados back out, because I finally found an instance to use Wish. So out pops the Flogus. The Mama Boy, she is back. Still no burn. It's a good day, good day, good day. So more leftovers, and yep, the leftovers are everywhere. I hope in Sun and Moon they make some cool items. I really do. So, it's time for the wish. Flogus threw a wish in the well. Don't ask her, she'll never tell. Now, he went for Giga Drain, and Mama of War is just the queen of bulk. Any special attacker, it's just... nothing can compare to Flogus. The only one that's better is Shuckle, and that's 230. Actually, Flogus has the highest special defense stat, other than Shuckle, that's not legendary, because I think Lugia has the same stat. So I'm going to drop its attack, that's pretty useless. And he withdrew Jello. So I think he's starting to understand my game here, and he went out to Vivillon. Now that can be dangerous, because that... Actually, I don't think he has Sleep Powder, but he does have Quiver Dance. I love Vivillon. It's a good Pokemon. So I'm going to swap out here, and I'm going to go out into Espeon. I wasn't thinking correctly. Because I don't know why I switched a Psychic type onto a Bug type. However, I wanted to set up Light Screen. So my Espeon is a screener. This team was supposed to try and counter everything possible. And this is the result of my thinking. So I'm going to break a Sash, and Espeon I also used pretty poorly, and I could have done better. But his sacrifice was not in vain. So now I'm going out to Manectric, because now I have an instance to Mega Evolve. And also I want to Volt Switch out. I like the Mega Manectric. He's awesome. So, can you tell that I really don't like physical attackers? I have 2 Intimidators on the team, and one has Volt Switch. Like I said, I wanted to try and see if I can counter everything possible to make the perfect team. I almost succeeded, I will say. But there's just... Maybe in Sun and Moon I can make the perfect team. I just need more hazard setters. So, back on to Slacking, because I want Slacking to do massive damage to whatever comes in. Spikes are going to take a toll on Jellicent. I went for Earthquake. Because I don't remember my moveset on Slacking, but I know it sucks. Actually, I think it was everything that Jelly resists. However, he's just going to heal back up. Now, I need to get Manectric out there without him taking a lot of damage. So I'm going to withdraw Slacking and go out in the Mom of War. Now, I think what I wanted to do was Wish and then go out into Manectric. And he still can't burn me, so I am on the epitome of luck today. Oh, you know what? I could also try and Toxic him. I probably did that. Like I said, this battle was like 2 months ago. Yeah, I wanted to whittle this thing down because I got tired of it switching in. So, let's review. I have screens, I have hazards, I have intimidators, and then I have a healer and aromatherapy. I can't think of a better way to pretty much counter almost all the things. Because that's pretty damn good. Like, I've covered almost everything on this team. My one flaw was Slacking and Fortress a bit. Fortress, probably I could have worked something out, but I wanted all the hazards. But my movesets just didn't allow it. So, he's gonna try and go for a Hex. I would have just kept trying to burn me, because that would have done more. But I had aromatherapy, so I could just easily get rid of it. And now Flogus is gonna just Moonblast her way to victory here. There's not much else to say after these leftovers. Toxic is going to take its toll on Jelly. And she's going to withdraw. He knows what I'm trying to do. He's gonna go out to Darmanitan. Darmanitan can take a fairy move. Little spikes damage, always nice. Time for Moonblast. Oh, that still did a lot of damage. Flogus just doesn't care. No, she don't. So, leftover recovery, light screen wore off. That's why I wasn't doing much damage with Flogus. And I'm going on to Gyarados, because Gyarados can just wall Darmanitan all day. Unless it has Stone Edge, then it'd be a problem. Only slightly, though. Zen Headbutt, not going to do too much. Gyarados is just so bulky, man. It'd be a shame if they took Megas out of the next game. Because I really like Mega Sceptile. That's just an unrelated note. So, Spike's damage on Jelly. And now, I faked him out. Because I knew he'd go back into Jellicent. So I finally go on to Manectric. Intimidate, not anything helpful. But now I can Volt Switch or Thunderbolt out of there. Actually, I think I have Discharge because of Paralysis chance. Discharge has 30% Paralysis chance, which can be very helpful. So, he's gonna switch out and go back out into Darmanitan. However, Darmanitan is gonna die. Spikes, Discharge, yep, we're done here. So Darmanitan is just... I pretty much walled him. He couldn't do much. Now it's time for Asylum. The Sableye. Now, he's gonna get hit with spikes. This is a Mega Sableye. So, Magic Bounce. A lot of people forget that. Some Megas have Magic Bounce, and sometimes I do too. But he's gonna be a Calm Minder. Yeah. Evil little Mega Sableye. And I'm gonna go for Roar. Well, that was the plan at least. I forgot he had hits. However, it works in my favor because Flogus gets dragged out. Oh my god, that had to be the worst luck. My screw-up turned into actually something better for me. And Moonblast does a lot of damage. And I'm dropping a special attack. All the hacks on me today. Shadow Ball. Honey, you can't touch Flogus. Because Flogus just don't care. Oh, Flogus is the best. So Moonblast is easily going to take an Asylum out here. Bye-bye. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon need Megas. So I hope they don't get rid of it. All he has left now is Jelly. And Flogus is about to do some not caring up in here, honey. Spikes. Gonna bring it down to the right amount of health for Moonblast to take her out. You're out of here. Goodbye. And that was the match. Well, that's a great way to end the Captain's Challenge too. Nice, long, entertaining battle. Let's see, how many Pokemon did I have left? I had Manectric, I only had 3 left. Gyarados, and then Flogus. So that was a pretty close match, I'd say. Well, Flogus and Manectric never took damage. Gyarados was up high still. But yeah, that was a fantastic battle. Thank you, Jeff, for that fantastic battle. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the Captain's Challenge too. Leave me a like to know you just appreciate it. And also, if you didn't check it out already, go see on how I made the Captain's Challenge videos. Because I guarantee you it's very informative and maybe I can teach you something. So, anyways, guys, I think Flogus did the finest of work. And friend cards in the description. Bye.